Hi, this is Mona. I'm Preston Pittman. We're going to work on a pot call today, Mona. Now, this is probably, besides a diaphragm, one of the most versatile calls, and most people don't realize it that there is. And I'd like to say something right now. I'd much rather work with a woman than I would a man, because there's a little problem with most guys. You know what that is? And how old are you?
16.
It's called ego. So as I always say, listen to what I tell you, do what I tell you, and I promise you'll learn a lot quicker. This is our model called Tombstone, which is what we call a flip call. Now, what do we mean by flip call? That means you can call on this side or you can call on this side. I don't care what name brand manufacturer call it is. If you're working with a soft surface, whether it be slate or whether it be aluminum, I call it scuff pad, Scotch-Brite, whatever it may be, kind of a brick or a reddish type color. Not the green is always going to work best for you. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. And let's go ahead and give another tip. Watch what's fixing to happen right here. I tell you what, man, I'm all hot and sweaty, and I wipe my forehead. See the grease that's on here? That will cause any call to slip. No problem though. You just sand her up. So what that means is you really don't want to touch that calling surface with your oily hands or fingers. You wouldn't want to throw it in the back of your truck where there might be some grease or some oil, because if it did stay on it for a long period of time, it could penetrate into the pores and eventually ruin your call. We're going to do just the basics, okay? Think of holding a peg like a pencil, resting your hand on the side. Now you're going to touch it a little bit. There's nothing that you can do about it. And then all you're basically doing is making a J, or an oval egg type circle. Now, I do want to show y'all folks something. Watch the very tip of this peg. I'm not doing this, okay? Once I get my angle right, and you just have to kind of play with it and see where you're comfortable at, I'm really not moving or changing the angle or the tilt of this peg. I'm using and utilizing my wrist. Let's try it, dear. Okay, now watch this. Keep going. I'm going to show you something. See how your peg is flopping back and forth? Mm-hmm. That's not improper, but I'm trying to show you a little better way. I want to tilt that peg away from me. Now use your wrist and move your wrist. Okay, you don't have to wiggle it down here, okay? Just use your wrist. Just tilt it. There you go. All you got to do is get your angle right, okay? There you go. There you go. That's what's supposed to happen.